It's Wolf, and happy Halloween! So, yes, a holiday themed video. I have not really been able to do any of these for most of the time that I've had the YouTube channel because when I was in college and high school before that, and even middle school before that, I was always really busy with class and stuff to the point where I didn't really get to do a lot for holidays over the past however many years, especially Halloween. Because Halloween is one of those holidays, even though it has been gaining popularity rapidly over the past few years, Halloween is one of the few holidays that people don't really get off of school or work or anything for because, well, honestly, I'm not really sure why with how big of a holiday it is now, but especially when it takes place during a weekday, it was always really hard for me to find time to do anything to celebrate it. So this year, now that I'm graduated from college and everything, and unfortunately still unemployed, I figured I should do a Halloween themed video. And so there was a few ideas in my mind. So story time with Wolf. One of the things that was always really one of my favorite things in video games, always has been, is when video games do holiday themed things, especially when I was in college and stuff, because as I mentioned, I never really had time to actually do holiday things in real life. So it was kind of nice to be able to play video games and still see Halloween or Christmas or whatever themed things. And usually the events would last more than one day, so I could see that stuff even when it wasn't the actual specific holiday and stuff like that. So it's always been just really cool. I've always liked how video games theme stuff for holidays because a lot of the times over the past few years, I didn't really get to do a whole lot for holidays. Outside of Christmas, really, a lot of holidays just kind of were like really quick things for me. But, now that gets to change and everything. Also, another thing with Halloween, especially Club Penguin in particular, I joined Club Penguin in 2009 during the Halloween party, which is why I decided to do this video about the 2009 Halloween party. I did the math in my head. I remembered, I think, I don't remember exactly when I first saw Club Penguin, but I have this memory that I think was the first time I saw it. When I was in elementary school, I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and their little brother showed me Club Penguin on their computer, and I think that would have been all the way back in like 2006, because they showed me the Spy HQ, and I think it was the old version of the Spy HQ, like the one-room version of the Spy HQ, which was only around in 2005, 2006. Anyway, fast forward a few years, when I was in 5th grade, I remember seeing a bunch of people. I had moved and was starting 5th grade at a new school, and I remember, making new friends and stuff, and a lot of people really enjoyed Club Penguin at that school, and so they were always showing it to me at school and stuff, and I had already known about it and thought it was pretty cool and was interested in playing it. And so eventually, I finally made an account, and I made it during the Halloween party. So the Halloween party of 2009 was like my first experience with Club Penguin, so that's why I decided, hey, I should go back to that. So what I ended up doing was, I can actually probably show you guys, I made another mod really quickly for the game. Very simple. There's already a mod that already exists for this in that mod folder I've shown in some other videos, and it's Halloween 2010, but I did the 2009 version. I went to that Club Penguin SWF archive website and just got all the SWFs from there, and then simply named them properly to correspond to the actual room files and everything, and put them all into here, did the whole mod thing with the proper file path and all that stuff, and yeah, it all works perfectly fine, actually. It works better than you would expect, but again, these are the official Club Penguin SWF files from 2009 when this party was actually going on, so it kind of makes sense that everything works. Only thing that doesn't seem to work is the music, and I think that's just because I didn't grab the music, because Club Penguin stores music in like a different place and stuff. Anyway though, so yeah, this is the 2009 Halloween party. It is pretty much exactly as it would be if you had been playing back in 2009. And yeah, this was like my first experience with Club Penguin, and so I figured in this video, just kind of alongside explaining to you guys all that stuff that I just explained to you, figured it'd be cool to take a look at this party again. A lot of rooms changed for the Club Penguin Halloween party, which I always thought was really cool. One of my favorite things about the Club Penguin Halloween party, alongside all the actual Halloween specific decorations like the jack-o'-lanterns and stuff, was the fact that the storm usually rolled through Club Penguin at this point and made it dark. Because when you normally play Club Penguin, all the rooms, it's daytime in all the rooms, which is cool, and Club Penguin has a great art style and everything. But I always thought it was really cool to actually see Club Penguin at night, which I guess technically this isn't night, it's just like really cloudy and dark, but I just always thought it was really cool to see it at night like this, and with all the storms and thunder and stuff. And if I remember right, there was like ambient noise that made it like a thunderstorm and stuff, and I just always thought that was really cool theming. And yeah, they changed a lot of rooms, like even some of the rooms that didn't necessarily usually change for holidays and stuff, like the dojo. Even the dojo is all decorated and stuff. I don't know if the inside is. Yeah, even the inside of the dojo is decorated and everything. So it's just really cool to see all of that. And yeah, so yeah. And I think most of the main rooms are changed, like the Penguin Stadium is changed and stuff, even the soccer ball is orange. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there was any specific rooms I wanted to show you guys. Well, one of the ones, so the gift shop, if I remember right, the gift shop isn't super changed, but this is, I think, a really good example of how even rooms that weren't changed a lot were still changed to fit with the theme. Like, so you have some jack-o'-lanterns and stuff, but overall, the gift shop is mostly the same. But when you look at the door, you still see the flashes of lightning and everything, which I just thought was a really cool feature and everything. And how it's, you know, all the lights are on inside of the store and stuff. So that was just always really cool. Let me think. I think one of the rooms that I don't think usually ever changed was the stage. Oh, well, is it? Is this? Yeah, no, I think this is... I don't think there was a change for the stage, although it might be... That might be the squid zone. I don't think that's... I think that's just what the CPSC stage looks like in general. Let me think. I'm trying to think if there was any specific... Well, one of the interesting things that they did, so the mine shack, the outside of it, they changed so that way the mine is over here now, and you have the haunted house, and this is actually a party room, so it should all load properly because I set it all properly. And they added this haunted house room, which was totally new and everything for Halloween. Yeah, I remember seeing this and thinking that this was pretty cool. Oh, there's not a ton that you can do in this room, but it is cool to see a totally original room like this. It's cool too how the SWF files I got from the archive even work with like picking up items and stuff. But this was the haunted mansion that they had for the 2009 Halloween. And then the mine was themed also, and the mine had kind of a secret room. So I think the mine is really cool looking because they really went all out with the green and everything. Kind of looks like extra spooky, even though the mine is already sort of a little spooky. But if you pull that, it opens this up, and this leads you to down to where the living sled was made. You guys probably know there was there was the Night of the Living Sled animations that Club Penguin had, which I'll show you guys also. Some of the different buildings around Club Penguin are showing that during this party. But they had the monster maker from that and everything, so this is where the living sled was made. Oh, and there's the boiler, which I don't think that this is actually the boiler room. I think that the boiler room, I don't know if the boiler room has any decorations or not. Hang on, let's go check on that. The underground pool is now the slime pool, which is pretty cool. We'll see if the boiler room has been changed. Oh, there's Klutzy. Or just a crab. Yeah, so the boiler room is still normal boiler room. Although the laboratory also had a boiler. So I guess technically there was two boilers at once. Somebody really ought to tell Boiler Room about that on Twitter. Let's check out the nightclub while we're at it also. It's really cool too how all this stuff like worked together and everything. Like when I put all the SWF files in, it all just like kind of works like it was the actual party. So as you guys can see, Night of the Living Sled 2 is playing upstairs there. I'm going to go try to find them in order. If I remember right, I think the first one is playing at the coffee shop. Yeah. And it's playing on the window here. So there's where Night of the Living Sled 1 was. And then Night of the Living Sled 2 was upstairs in the nightclub. I remember too when I had first started playing, I think one of the first things I did was go watch all the Night of the Living Sled movies. So there's Night of the Living Sled 2 playing. Actually, I wasn't sure if they were going to work because of all the, you know, SWF file stuff, but they actually do seem to be working fine, which is pretty cool. Okay, I say that, and then of course Night of the Living Sled 3 doesn't want to load in. Night of the Living Sled 3 would load into onto this projector here, and you'd be able to watch it there. The lighthouse is replaced with a giant pumpkin. I wonder if you can see anything through the... Oh, there's the... Well, actually, this is just the normal telescope Swift from CPSC, I think. Oh, the sports store is still here. So this obviously happened before the EPF took over for the PSA, and so the ski shop is still here. And I think when we go into it, it should still load as the sports shop. This might be another thing where the SWF files might be screwed up because I think that the game like renamed some stuff. Okay, so for some reason the ski shop just doesn't seem to want to be loading, but I'm sure there's probably a way to get that to work. Also, I thought the lightning strikes that happened that light your screen up were really cool also when I was younger. Actually, I think I've shown off a lot of the rooms. Oh, the forest is pretty spooky looking. Yeah, because it's way more like no, was that the pin? Or maybe that was a thing for the event. Way more like the trees are all crooked and twisted and everything. Pretty spooky looking. This is also before they had the path to the mine shack from the forest. And then the cove is also redecorated. I remember thinking that the caution tape and stuff was pretty cool. Made it look like the water was all like scary. I think this was one of my favorite rooms when I was younger for the Halloween party. The ski hill when I downloaded the SWF files from the Club Penguin archive, I think it was either the ski hill or the ski village actually was prefaced by 2010, so one of these might be the 2010 room. But I can't imagine that it actually would have changed all too much between 2009 and 2010 anyway. So there's a lodge, all themed and everything. Instead of the fish, it's just got the skull there and stuff. I think that it also might have changed upstairs too. Yes, I mean, they really, with the Halloween parties in Club Penguin, and a lot of the other parties too, like the Christmas one and other major ones, they really like went like all out with how much theming they did. Because I mean, they hit so many rooms. I think the only room that we've seen so far in this video that was not themed Halloween-ish in some way was the boiler room. And even then, the laboratory was sort of a themed boiler room because it had the boiler room in it. So yeah, I just remember always thinking that was really cool. But anyway, that is kind of it for the video, honestly. I don't really think that there's any other major rooms. I guess I haven't really shown the snow forts. Is that the accurate time? That's not the actual time, I don't think. Yeah, it's just really cool to see all this stuff, and I know I've been kind of like rambling throughout the video, but I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. CPSC is just a really cool tool to be able to kind of like play with Club Penguin's stuff. So like, I mean, if you're interested in any other Club Penguin parties, you can do pretty much what I did. Go to the Club Penguin archive, download all the SWF files, name them all properly so that way they work in a mod, and then when you load them all in, it usually loads in and works pretty much properly like it would have during that actual party, which is really cool. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I know this is kind of a rambly video, but it's very cool to see all this Halloween stuff again. And this was my first Club Penguin party, and the first time I was even really on Club Penguin was during Halloween back in 2009, which was like 12 years ago, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, I'll see you guys in other videos, and bye-bye.